We have challenges here because of our nature, our rural nature, and on this border that's totally different than anywhere. I mean, it's not like Detroit in the east. It's not like our southern border. We've got security issues, but we also have trade issues that go on with Saskatchewan and Alberta that are very, very important to the economy of the United States and particularly of Montana, especially along the northern tier. So we've got to make sure whatever we do meets the needs of the border from an economic standpoint and from a security standpoint.
What are the numbers of people that have increased at the port and in our border patrol since we built a multi-million-dollar port and a multi-million-dollar border patrol station?
Actually, I think the numbers I heard this morning have actually decreased since they built the multi-million-dollar port.
Well, what I'm asking, my wife's from Canada.
Yes.
And when she first came down, her immigration stuff, she was able to take care of it at the port up here, although we had to nose around a little bit to find that out. Now, this was before 9/11.
Yeah.
Now, since 9/11, the same people are working up there, and they still maintain some of the same status, but we're required to go to Helena to get her immigration card renewed for another 10 years. Doesn't make any sense to me with that multi-million-dollar facility they've got there.
We used to be able to do a lot of stuff at the port, but now since we've combined agencies, we're no longer Immigration and Customs, we're one unity. Therefore, you would think we'd have more power, but in a sense we don't because we delegate out more.
We are having huge troubles with paperwork because we cannot do anything at this border up here. Everything's getting run through Chicago, and it's...
So everything's run through Chicago in your particular case, not Seattle, but Chicago.
Chicago, and really getting hosed when it comes to money on this.
The southern border is not being taken care of, and this one is ridiculous.
Really?
And our officers up here cannot help us at all.
And those of us along these small border communities, we rely sometimes on people back and forth, both Canadians and Americans, in jobs. And with the visa issue and the green card issue, it has gotten so bad that we can't supply what we need on these border communities. The border security has penalized us, actually, instead of making us feel safer or better.
I also think it's good to hear from the people on the ground about the issues that they are concerned about. I think we had a good hearing this morning in Plentywood, great turnout, and a lot of points that were brought up that people are dealing with. It when you need something there and you got a 24-hour port there, 15 miles away. Why do we have to go to Helena? 10 hours away to get it done. And so those are the kind of things, it's about working together, not caring who gets the credit, but just making sure the job gets done. So I think it's positive so far, and I look forward to the hearing on Wednesday and looking forward to visiting with all sorts of people in between now and then.